also comes a fundamental thing, which is, look, Hamas has to realize, and Hamas, not to get too much into, the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gridiron Sports Podcast. I am your host, Majestic Sounds. I got a special guest on with me today. My guy, my friend, my brother, an artist, a songwriter, one of the best Memphis legends, one of the greatest of all time, in my humble opinion, my guy, King Reddog, who's also a Tennessee Titan fan, by the way, as you can see him with the hat on. How you doing today, my guy?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. Hey, I'm glad to be here, bro. Man, you're doing big things with the show, man.
Oh, man, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm so glad that I was able to get you on today, man. Hey, man, shout out to the Tennessee Titans, man. Y'all won today, baby.
Yeah,
how you feel, man? How you
feel? Hey, it feel good, man, because we was on a little losing streak for a while, man. I almost gave up, but hey, we got to keep the faith, man, and we snuck one in there, man. Hey, and then it was with our rival team, so hey, I feel good. Yeah, man. It was a divisional game for y'all, man. And
you know, they went and got Joe Mixon. The Texans we talking about, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all don't know who the Tennessee Titans played today, they played the Texans, the Houston Texans, that is, and they got a nice running back, probably top 3 running back in the league right now, Joe Mixon. Then you know you got C.J. Stroud at the quarterback position, and then of course you got Collins at the wide receiver position. And Stephon Diggs, I think he's still injured. Nevertheless, the Tennessee Titans won. My guy Tony Pollard had a big game, man. What you think about my old running back, man? You know, I miss my guy. Shout out to TP, baby.
TP,
what you think about Tony, man?
Yeah, I like him, man. You know, I was having a little doubts at first because you first told me about it. You know, you was like, man, y'all got our running back, and I'm like, who? You like TP, man? Tony Pollard? I'm like, you said the guy that got the barbecue shop in Memphis, right over there, Elvis Presley in Memphis, Tennessee. So I said, all right, man, I'm gonna have to go in and check him out and see what's up, because I was already upset about losing Derrick Henry, man. I keep on saying that, but you know, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm glad to have him now, though. Thank you, bro. I appreciate y'all giving them to us, man.
I didn't want to, man. I was jumping up and down, screaming and yelling like, wow, we not keeping TP. The boy so explosive. Yeah. Man, he ran a 27-yarder today. Like, 32. Dude, explosive.
I said 32,
yes, sir.
20?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Today, so I'm glad, man.
Yes,
I appreciate
sir.
It, man. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to talk about it today, man. And the Cowboys, y'all took care of y'all business too. Salute to y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. What can I say, man? You know, my boy finally got his feet up under him, and I'm talking about in Rush we trust. Cooper Rush, the quarterback, the bag-up quarterback. Man, you know, I ain't gonna say everybody, but the 3-letter networks, the 4-letter networks, and some of our fans, they're like, put Trey Lance in, put Trey Lance in. I'm like, Trey Lance ain't ready. Now, he good with the RPOs, he good in the red zone. But come on, man. And Russ, we trust. Come on, dog. The boy is 5-1 as a starting quarterback for us. So now he's about 6-2 as a starting quarterback for us. He had a phenomenal game. He just needed to knock the rust off. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. So we look good this evening. So I'm happy about that. But before we go into the rest of the Cowboys, I want to talk about Tony Pollard a little more, man, because, man, my desire was for us to keep Tony and get Derrick Henry and put them two together and have thunder and lightning. No disrespect to Rico Dowdle. No disrespect to Deuce Vaughn. No disrespect to even our boy Ezekiel Elliott. But, man, come on, Tony and Derrick. Oh, man, that would have been phenomenal. That would have been
thunder and lightning for sure.
Thunder and lightning. And I will say that Tony offered a pay cut. How many players you know would take a discount? Yeah, and for whatever reason, Reddog, they didn't offer him no contract, so he went on to Tennessee, man, and y'all reaping the benefits, man.
So I think I think next year it's gonna be a whole lot better too, because he getting to learn the team and he getting to know new players over there, so they gonna know what to expect out of each other, man. Next year, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be good.
Right, I agree, man. And your quarterback is getting better, you know. So I would say that the offensive line needs to be better, but outside of that, man, y'all should be okay. Y'all should be okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, man, let's look at the rest of the NFL. The playoff picture is what I would like to discuss. And I'm just going to put it up where can you see this?
Yes, sir. I'm going to have to zoom in on it. Blow it up just a little bit. Bam. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, man. Honestly, a lot of fans don't really understand what it takes to make it to the playoffs. Now, naturally and obviously, you got to win enough games, but also you got to look at your division and you got to look at your conference. And if you're in a conference that's very competitive, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win your division. So as you look at the AFC, we'll look at the AFC first, your team in the AFC, man. And I know you probably don't want to talk about your team right now, man, other than, the fact that they won today.
Right.
Outside of that, you might not want to talk
Yeah, we
about
good. Yeah, we good. We good. That 32 and 27, we did what we supposed to be did today. Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to the Tennessee Titans, y'all.
And with that being said, man, let's talk about the AFC West. And you already know the Kansas City Chiefs trying to three-peat.
Yes, sir.
Now, no team in the National Football League has ever won 3 Super Bowls in a row, man. I gotta ask you, do you think they can do it?
Man, with a coach like Reed and Patrick Mahomes together, man, that's thunder and lightning right there. Like for real, that's the truth.
Agree.
Thunder and lightning. So
It's
a possibility that they can do it again. I mean, but the rest of the NFL gonna have to really step their game up to stop it. And then Then you got to think about the playoffs coming up real soon. Everybody's real tight right now. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to step their game up. But to make a long story short, I believe Kansas City can get in there and do it again. Who's going to be playing against them to go to the Super Bowl right now? Up and down.
You finna come with your Super Bowl. I just want to go on record. Are you officially giving your Super Bowl prediction right now? Are you doing it right now?
I'm getting close to it, but based off of what the teams are looking like right now, as far as like who gonna get up into the playoff. Based off Super Bowl prediction right now, it's looking like Chiefs got a 95% chance of going back. Are they gonna win or not? I don't know. Getting to the Super Bowl, yeah.
Okay, you know what? I agree. I fully agree. I'm looking at their record. They are 10-1.
Yep.
I'm looking at their winning percentage. They are 90%.
That's 10% off. 10% off from 100.
They won 9 games straight. This year, Buffalo has the only team that beat them this year. That's it.
Right, and they 9-2
today. And they 9-2. So they ain't lost number 2 games. So let's see who they played today. They played the Panthers today. The Panthers made it competitive. Yeah, but let's see what Patty Mahomes did today. Look at him. 27 out of 37. Over 250 yards with 3 touchdowns. Patty Mahomes is back. He's back.
Most definitely.
So everybody looking at, he ain't really the best quarterback this year as far as how many touchdowns he got, how many receiving yards he has thrown. He ain't the Patty Mahomes of old. But one thing about it, when you winning, that's all that matters. And them folks are winning.
No, they winning. So shout out to Patrick Mahomes, man, for doing his thing. And shout out to Andy Reid. Shout out to Spagnolia. Shout out to the whole coaching staff, to the whole team. I mean, yes, sir.
Let's just be honest, man. Who gonna stop?
Yeah, we got a little ways to go.
Let's go back.
We got a little ways to go. So I said we got a little ways to go. So who knows what happened? It's coming, but right now they looking mighty hard to beat right now.
I'm looking at the rest of their schedule. They got the Raiders here coming up here on Black Friday in week 13. That's a win. After that, They got the Chargers, Sunday Night Football.
Mhm.
They're gonna be at home for both of these games. I give them the edge over the Chargers. I really do. What you think?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a little battle though. It's gonna be back and forth. They're gonna be scoring back and forth, man.
All right, let's go over to week 15. They got the Cleveland Browns. They should beat the Browns. The Browns, they're competitive. Their record don't show they're competitive, but they are competitive. The Browns are.
Okay.
But I think the Chiefs should win. They'll win. And then they got the Texans. That's gonna be another, kind of shootout, what have you. But I think they could.
They're gonna pull that one off.
Yeah, I think they can possibly win.
Yeah,
They got a
they
little
do.
schedule here. Yeah, that's a little tight here. A little tight. They
Yeah,
got the Steelers.
they
They got to
do.
go to the Steelers. They got to go to the Steelers. Then they got to go over to the Broncos. Now they might beat the Broncos, but they got a defense over there, and they got a nice young quarterback over there. So it's not gonna be a cakewalk. The remainder of their last 6 games won't be 6 to 7 games won't be a cakewalk. But
Yeah, other than the
man,
Raiders.
with
Other
Patrick
than the
Mahomes
Raiders.
as the quarterback.
Other than the Raiders, it's gonna be a cream field cakewalk.
Yeah. They
With the
gonna have
cream
some,
in the middle.
gonna have some cream in the middle. It ain't, it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy. Easy.
Yeah.
And then you got the Chargers here, who are 7-3 with a 70% winning percentage.
Right.
They on a 4-game winning streak. They got a new coach. They look competent. They look like contenders. And then, like we just talked about the Broncos, they ain't no pushovers.
Right.
They really not pushovers. They on a 2-game winning streak. They got a good young quarterback. They got a guarded defense. They're 7-5. They're 58% of winning right now. So, they competent. They very good. Can't sleep on them. And then you got these Raiders, man. The Raiders just, they on a 7-game losing streak, man.
Yeah.
And just
I
they might
don't
well
know
just pack up.
I don't know what to
They
say.
might well just pack up their bags and go on to the crib. It's over.
Yep. With that being said, yeah.
Yeah. 9 games? No. You ain't coming back from 9 games. So
Nah. You gotta win every last game to come back from that one. You can't lose not one.
and even with that, it's just, and I agree with you, but I'll take it a step further. Even with that, it's just too competitive. That means you got to beat out the Broncos, you got to beat out the Chargers, and then you got to look at these other teams that's on the bubble. Like the Dolphins are on the bubble. The Bengals are trying to come back. They're sneaky. Like I always say about the Bengals, they are sneaky. They're sneaky good. They're better than their record. And you got to think about the Ravens, and then you got to think about the Texans. The Colts are sneaky. They're going to try to sneak in the back door.
Yeah.
And if Tennessee, your team, can win out, they might can sneak in as well. So you got a couple of teams to worry about, but to me, they far too gone. They lost too many games.
Right.
They lost too many games. Once you lose 8 to 9 games, it's gonna be hard. It's contingent upon how competitive the other teams are in your conference. Not only your division. You gotta worry about your conference as well as your division at that point, because you have lost so many games. Only 7 teams can represent the AFC. Only 7 teams can represent the NFC. Only 14 teams can go to the playoffs. Everybody can't go to the playoffs. That's just how it is. So it behooves you to try to win your division. If you can't win your division, you got to win your conference, meaning that you got to beat all the teams that's in your conference on your schedule. And if you're an AFC team, it really ain't no good beating up on the NFC and you an AFC team. Like people, that's one thing that people really don't understand about getting to the playoffs and trying to make a run towards the end of the year. That your schedule at the end of the year might be all NFC teams, but you an AFC team, and you gotta go against all these NFC teams. That wins are wins, but certain wins are more important than others.
Right.
So if you didn't, you had the opportunity to win in your division, you didn't do it. And then you had the opportunity to win in your conference and you didn't do it. You're not going to make the playoff. And that's just how I go. You can say, well, we beat all the teams we could beat. Well, you didn't beat enough teams. You didn't beat the right teams.
Didn't do enough.
So that's where the Raiders are. They just didn't do enough. And to me, that's pathetic to be 2-9 on a 7-game losing streak. You don't have a legitimate quarterback. And, that's where they at. This league is predicated upon quarterbacks. Without a quarterback, you ain't going nowhere. And you got to have a good backup quarterback. And I don't think they even have a good backup quarterback. Gardner Minshew is their starting quarterback. And they just sorry right now, man. I ain't I can't sugarcoat it. And then look, they got the Chiefs Nets. That's an L. They got the Buccaneers Nets. It's possible L. They got the Falcons Nets after that. Possible L. Jaguars. They might can beat the Jaguars. Both of them are currently.
They ain't gonna beat the Falcons.
No, they ain't gonna beat no Falcons. They're not. The Jaguars and the Raiders are currently 2-9. Both of them, sorry. Suck to death. I'm just being honest. Suck to death. Suck to death.
Yep.
Then they got the Saints. That's a L. They can't beat the Saints at home. The Saints going to be at home. So they got to take that show on the road. And they ain't going to win that. And then the last week of the league, they got the Chargers, which is a divisional game. And they might not win that because the Chargers are actually good this year. So that's where the Raiders are with Gardner Minshew as their quarterback. They ain't really going nowhere. And so everybody else in that division is very, very good. As you can see, a 7-3, 7-5. 7-5 is not bad as people think. They on a 2-game winning streak, the Broncos, that is. So then you go to the AFC East. We just talked about the Buffalo Bills. They 9-2 with an 81% winning percentage, and they on a 6-game winning streak. Like, man, Josh Allen got some receivers. They went and got Amari Cooper, my former wide receivers. Used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, who we shouldn't have let go. Again, we shouldn't have let Tony Pollard go. And I can go on and on what Dallas shouldn't have done.
Right, but they did.
But they did it.
Yeah.
But as for the Buffalo Bills, they are in great shape. Most likely, they'll be in the playoffs. Unless something catastrophic happen, they'll be in the playoffs.
I can see them. Yeah, I can see them getting that though. That's one of the teams on the list that I feel like that will be in there.
Yeah, man. And to me, Miami. What do you think about Miami? I think they can make it, but
I think they'll make it. They'll probably win their first game, and then probably after that, I'm not sure. But I think they're gonna get off. Let's see. Yeah. They'll get off of there. Most definitely, they'll be there too.
I will give them credit.
The Patriots won't make it.
Oh no, but I give Miami this credit. They most definitely don't have to worry about those two teams you name. And they are on a 3-game winning streak. Yeah. They are on a 3-game winning streak. I give them that, and their winning percentage went up to 45. So I will give the Dolphins that. They are on the bubble, as they say. They're on the bubble. So they got opportunity. It just depends on, to me, towards the end of the year, they're gonna have to see what Cincinnati and the Ravens are doing. And the Steelers are not in the clear yet. It's just one game between them two, so either one of them can represent the AFC North. One of them can represent the AFC North off top. The Dolphins are not going to catch the Bills. They're going to have to come in through the back door.
No.
They're going to have to come in through the back door. But it's contingent upon if the Bengals catch fire, which they typically do towards the end of the year. The Bengals are better than their record, as you often hear me say. People getting fooled by this 4-7. They are actually better than their record. And the great Bill Parcells says you are what your records say you are. But there are some occasions where teams are better than their record. and I will go down on record saying that the Bengals are actually better than 4-7. So if they go on a run, they right now in a 2-game losing streak. But if they get hot and catch fire and go on a run, they can sneak in the back door. And if the Dolphins don't win enough AFC games, they'll force the Dolphins out of the picture. So that's what people don't understand about the conference. If you win more conference games, you can push somebody out the way. And if the Bengals catch fire and win enough conference games, not divisional games, because they're not going to catch these two teams. They're not going to catch the Ravens, and they're not going to catch the Steelers, in my humble opinion. So what they're going to do, they're going to have to steal a spot. They're going to have to steal a spot. They're going to have to do the Batman, or what I be saying, or they're going to have to go out robbing without Batman.
Right, exactly.
They're gonna have to rob somebody, and Batman can't be around, and they out there robbing because Batman ain't gonna allow them to rob. So they have to get out there and catch fire. But these Jets and these Patriots, they didn't lost too many games. Look at this.
Oh yeah, man.
Look at it.
And we almost, and pretty much we almost in the same boat as the Jets and the Patriots. Well, we are in the same boat. Because we got 3 games.
Y'all on one game winning streak.
So and then the way
I optimistic.
Then our schedule, we got some teams that we know that we gonna beat, so that's gonna go up. Like Jaguars, man, that's
y'all should win that. Y'all should win that one.
Man, we better.
And
you know what? I'm gonna say that we gonna beat the Bengals. I'm gonna say that we gonna beat the Bengals, man.
So I'm gonna say that y'all can win y'all next. At least y'all next 3 games.
Huh?
You think y'all can win y'all next 3 games?
I think so. I really think so. I really do. If I don't, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad, man.
You know, it's hard to beat the same team twice in the National Football League. So y'all got the Jaggies twice.
Right
here at the bottom, week 17.
Yeah. I'm looking at that. So Jaguar, then Bengals. So no, my bad. I'm sorry. We play the Commanders next. I don't want to say we're gonna lose, but Commanders is good right now.
Yeah.
Now
I would let me do this here. Let me say one thing.
I think I know what you get ready to do. I knew that. Yeah.
But look,
I knew that was coming.
You gotta you. They done lost 3 straight games. So
the Commanders?
They're gonna yes.
Cause y'all beat them, right?
Yes. Let's look at it.
Yeah, y'all beat them today.
Look at this. You see that right here?
That ain't 10. Bad. Yeah.
Well, look, they lost by a point, right? Week 10.
Right.
All right. Sunday night, Thursday night football, they lost again, right?
Hmm.
These good teams now.
Oh yeah, that's a good team.
Now they lost against my Dallas Cowboys, which is currently not a good team in my humble opinion. And they got y'all next.
Mm-hmm.
I think they tired of losing, man.
Yeah. So they might try to take their frustration out on us.
Woo, exactly. I just wanted to see, did you see what I see?
Yeah, I see it.
I just wanted to see.
But I'm just trying to have faith.
They might take their frustration out on you guys.
I'm trying to have faith, though. You know what I'm saying? Like a mustard seed.
Okay, mustard seed faith.
Right.
I go with that.
Because we need.
I hope all is well. Y'all need it, man. Y'all need to go.
Yeah, we do need it, though.
And you need the Bengals to slow out. You're gonna need some help, man. You need the Bengals to slow out, and you need the Dolphins to slow out. You need at least 2 teams, maybe even a third team. The Bengals. I mean the Broncos.
So
you need to steal one of those wild card spots. You need to steal one of those. But you're going to need some help. You need some people to lose, man. You need the coach to lose. That's what you probably one of the first things you're going to need. You're going to need the coach to lose again. You're going to need the Bengals to keep losing.
Yeah, I
If
need.
you get two,
I need to get that
two
website that you're
teams to
looking
keep
at.
losing, all right, I'll share it with you. You need about 2 teams, maybe even 3 teams to keep losing, and you need to win out too. So you need to win, and about 2 teams need to lose continuously, and then you might can sneak in the back door, man. You might get that last spot. It's gonna be like 2 to 3 teams trying to get that last spot. I'm gonna tell you that now. They're gonna be fighting for it. And it's gonna be like, if so-and-so lose, and then so-and-so win, and somebody else lose, then they can get in. It's gonna be like that. That's how it be, and people don't understand that. Like, you have got to win in your conference because somebody else gonna win your division. You know, like, for instance, in y'all situation, the Texans most likely will win y'all division. So now it's about, can you win out, and out of you winning out, how many conference games you have and divisional games you have. And you still got divisional games. See, 1, 2, 3. You got 4 divisional games. And you got 5 conference games. So really, this Commander game, you probably gonna lose, but it ain't gonna hurt you as bad as losing to the Jags, losing to the Bengals, losing to the Colts, losing to the Jags again, and losing to the Texans. Now the problem is, it's hard to beat the same team twice. See that? Look at that. Boom, you play both of these twice. They divisional games. So it's gonna be an uphill battle, but you will have to win at least 5, preferably 6, because they're 8 there. You might need to win out. That'll be your best bet, is to win out and then steal that last spot. Hopefully the Bengals, the Colts, and the Dolphins fall off the map. But the Dolphins, like I said, on a 3-game winning streak, I don't see them falling off no time. So,
yeah, not like that. Nah.
yeah, because Tua is healthy now, so I just don't see them falling off anytime soon, in my humble opinion. So that's my official prediction, that the Texans will win the division, and y'all have to win out to sneak in the back door. So if the playoffs were to start today, these will be my AFC picks right now. If the playoffs were to start today, the Texans will represent the AFC South. I will go down and say the Ravens will win out. Now, it's only 1 game between the Steelers and the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually say that the Ravens will win the AFC North, but the Steelers will still make the playoffs. But the Ravens will be the division winner.
Oh yeah, I can see that. It makes sense.
That's what I would say. Then, of course, man, the Jets and the Patriots suck to death. They ain't even in the hunt. And then I would say the Dolphins will come out, but Buffalo will represent the AFC East. And the Broncos and the Chargers, one of them will come out, but the Chiefs will most definitely represent the AFC West.
Oh yeah.
That's what I would say about the AFC. That's my prediction for the playoffs for the AFC.
For sure.
That's my prediction. Do you want to give your prediction? Do you want to give your prediction right quick?
Far as on the
for the AFC, who you think would represent each division in the AFC?
All right. Let me click back. Let's go back.
All right, number 1 right here, the AFC West. Obviously, the Chiefs will represent the AFC West.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I'm pretty much in agreement with what you were saying because I don't see it no other way right now. I just don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
These two could make the playoffs. One of them two, I would be bold and go with the Broncos. You know, although I like the Chargers offense better than the Broncos offense, but I like the Broncos defense better than the Chargers defense. So that's a toss up.
So the Chiefs for sure. I'm gonna say Bills. And if we want to go to the North, I'm gonna say Ravens for sure, and then the Steelers.
Yeah.
And then if I had to go between the Browns and the Bengals, I'm gonna get over to the Bengals all day. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's
I don't. 3 teams from a division can make the playoffs.
Yeah, like you said, yeah.
Yeah. But they gotta really win some games, dog. The Bengals gotta really win some games, and they do win late. They win, man. Them folks can start off 0-5 and still make the playoffs, man. I ain't seen them do it.
Yeah, me too.
Them do it, dog.
Yeah, I have too, but I don't think they're gonna do it this year. Not this year. They did it before though. For real,
They have.
So they let me know that you know your history about them because you know what I'm saying. Cinco them used to do it. Yeah. They used to do it. And so with the Texans though, like you were saying with the South though, man, yeah, Texans gonna for sure be in there. I can't see Coach doing it. I know the Jaguars ain't finna do it, and if Titans do anything, they can't. They gotta win every single game, or like you said, the Colts gotta lose.
Oh my God, they got demolished in week 11. The Jaggies, and yeah, they dead in the water, man. They might sneak in. They might sneak in 2 more wins. They probably end up being 4-12 or something, man.
Yeah, they gonna probably politic us and let them beat us one time. So we gotta pay them twice. Yeah, I hope not too. But I'm just saying we gotta play them twice. So we gotta.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the Houston's too. So we already played them, so we beat them, but we gotta play them again too. So.
Right. Well, man, I appreciate you for coming on, man, and chatting with me.
Yeah, I appreciate football, you too, man, for having me.
Next time we get on, we'll talk about the NFC, man. We ain't talk about the NFC enough, but we've been on for a good little minute, man. I just appreciate your time.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Know, before we get off, man, you wanna talk about anything that you got coming up, far as with the music and things of that nature? If you do, you can go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, man. I got a lot of music coming up next year. Right now, I got a new single coming out with one of the legends from Memphis, Tennessee, Kingpin, Skinny Pep. It's dropped November the 29th on midnight. The name of the song is called M10, Memphis 10. So y'all go check that out. It's going to be on all platforms. It's going to be on Spotify, Apple Music. It's going to be on Pandora, iHeartRadio. It's going to be on everything. So y'all go check that out November 29th. Go check that out. Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, and Red Dog will be on all platforms. And I appreciate Majestic Sound inviting me on the Gridiron Show. You know, hey, keep on doing your thing, bro.
I appreciate you, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. I truly appreciate you all jumping on and checking us out tonight. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to do one thing. Make sure y'all subscribe to this particular channel. I do have other things coming up. I got a few things coming up, as I told you guys on last few episodes that I've been doing. I'm not going to go into details yet, but just trust me when I tell you I got some things in the works. So y'all just be sure y'all put the thumbs up on this. Y'all share this content. Share it with a friend. Share it with a neighbor. Share it with a stranger. Share it with a family member. And even your enemy. And just maybe y'all might become cool talking about the Dallas Cowboys. DC for life.